Whose baby was looking in the sun? Is that how
I can't remember.
Is that how Matt Murdock became the Daredevil? He didn't. It wasn't radioactive.
Some kind of
the sun is
acid
radioactive.
truck splashed on him
He just
somewhere.
looks
He was
up
just
at the
laying
sun.
in it. I don't know. To be honest, I don't really know how he got blind.
his
It'd be
eyes.
kind of,
Other than he was blind.
that's what he tells everybody. It'd be kind of funny if he was a baby and he just looked at the sun and was like, ah! He got superpower.
Pretty sure in the comics he's like an adult when he goes blind, or at least a teen.
Well,
He's not a kid.
That's worse because
Yeah.
he still remembers.
I have,
Maddie and Saban are on the podcast.
Oh.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, last time you were here, you were pregnant and we didn't know.
Yep.
And now you have a whole baby and he's here now. Look at him!
look at him. He's looking at you.
He's
This is his bard hat because it has little guitars on it. Yeah, it's cute.
his little
Hey,
bard hat.
bard?
He's got-
Yeah.
He doesn't like it.
No, he doesn't.
He's kind of upset.
You don't want to be a bard.
Well, and the funny thing about us being on last time was that the challenge was drinking a bunch of different coffees, and she couldn't have any caffeine.
Yeah.
So she's like,
No, it was not that I couldn't have caffeine. It was I just did not want to drink coffee. Like I didn't like
yeah.
coffee then,
Oh,
and
geez.
so I was like,
It's kind of both though, you know.
gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this little guy. He's huge. He's already
Yeah,
3
he's a
months.
big
What is
boy.
it? 4 months? 3 months?
Almost
three.
3 months.
Almost
In a
3
few days.
months. Oh my gosh. And he's cutest little guy ever. In case you guys don't know, Maddie's like my sister, and Saban is my brother-in-law. Not my brother. That would be weird. And this is their baby. His name is Leeland,
He's looking
and he keeps staring at lights.
He's enjoying it.
not good for him.
Stop! You're gonna become Daredevil, you idiot.
He's not looking at the
Actually,
sun.
wait, that would be kind of
Yeah,
sick.
he's like,
Maybe
"That's a
do
good
it. He's like, I want superpowers.
You need little shades. Mm-hmm. Oh, hello.
I wonder if there's a bunch of people who, we said this right before we went live, who are going to watch this episode and think you had the baby and
Yeah.
he's that
No.
big.
Yeah, it's 15 pounds, and she's still pregnant.
So last time we drank coffee, today we're going to be eating some weird ice cream because we saw that weird ice cream brand that made like mac and cheese and pizza and Earth.
Yeah.
One's called Earth. So we got them today, and we're going to try them in a little bit. I didn't want to bring them out yet because they would melt. So we're going to... Yeah, do you want some? You can't.
No, you
You'll
can't
die.
have some.
Well, maybe you just have really bad poops, but I don't think you could do that, dude.
Yeah.
Not
He's
yet.
got your finger.
He does. I think he wants it in his mouth, but he can't figure it out.
Yeah.
He
Still
can't
do
have
that.
my
He'll be
finger.
like, oh,
Yucky.
and then poke himself in the face. with
I
it.
apologize to everybody who's listening on Spotify right now because you're missing out. Just
Imagine
saying.
a cute
I
baby.
forget this is also a podcast.
Yeah. Well, just how it is. So, the last time you guys were on, when was that? Craig, show me this guy's balls,
It was
please.
June.
I got you.
I forgot. It was the middle of June. That's all I
Don't
know.
whack your face,
It was.
June of last year.
It was the Monday before Father's Day
How do you remember that?
because we
Why do you
told them.
remember
That's right,
We
because
told them
you
on
told us on
Father's
Father's
Day.
Day.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. That's weird.
It was right after we just came home from backpacking and both of us were sunburnt.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I do
Yeah.
remember that. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and we what game were we playing? We were still playing the Homebrew game
Yes.
on Wednesdays, and we've finished that game, and now we're playing Strahd.
Yeah.
And now
which
we're almost done with straw.
Yeah, we're almost done
Yeah.
with Strahd. So,
Time
come on,
flies.
I know,
Strahd
right?
has been awesome
got it
so
in your-
far.
you
I'm
got
glad.
it in
I'm
your
glad you
mouth?
guys like it. I was a little afraid you guys wouldn't like it, and it was going to be kind of like this is just kind of okay because of the theme of it, because it's kind of dark and horror, and we just got done doing basically Feywild and stuff like that. So I'm surprised that you guys like it so much. I want to tell the story of last game. In case you have played Course of Strawberry, skip ahead is a little bit of spoilers. But if you have or don't care, the party had made their way to Solenka Pass because they were going to make their way to the Amber Temple, and they are level 6?
7.
7?
Seven.
7. You guys have leveled up a little bit. You went to Castle Ravenloft, did some craziness, and are trying to head to the Amber Temple. And in case nobody knows, on the way to the Amber Temple, there's a bridge at Solenka Pass where a visage of Strahd appears and tries to warn them not to go any further because it's dangerous, but doesn't really do anything. And then a rock attacks the party, and I was like, "This is gonna be fun." fun. And you guys spent, I don't know, 6 hours trying to figure out what to do with the visage of Strahd. I think it was about that much time. I'm being sarcastic. You guys didn't take that long. It felt like I was sitting there. You guys were like, we could talk to him. We could attack him.
No,
we could.
it was
what
because
if I teleport forward and then I'll teleport back and tell everybody what I saw?
Because
But
he
then it
almost
was also
murdered us
like
last time.
Marshall
that's
was like,
true.
what if I turned to this animal and like some water animal because it was 500 feet. And I was like,
it was a bridge that goes 500 feet into water.
Into water. And I was like, it doesn't matter what animal you are. If you fall 500 feet, you're
gonna
going to die.
We had like almost our own Keyleth situation there. So you guys eventually were just like, all right, we're just going to go fight him, which is good. I'm glad you guys are scared of him because that's like, that's the one thing, if I get wrong, then the whole game is lame. Is like, if you're not scared of Strahd, then it's like, this is stupid. It's whatever. So the fact you guys thought about that was cool. And then he walked forward and then he turned to ash or whatever. He was like, oh, okay. And he was like, started walking across the bridge. And I had told Spencer beforehand, I had planned that the rock was going to come down and attack you because, like, you're kind of a veteran to this, you know what's going on, and you were like, if I die, I die, it's fine. I was like, okay, that might happen. Mm-hmm. So you, like, went ahead. You kind of knew what was going to happen. So I had the rock. We rolled initiative. The rock was going to attack you. And in case you guys don't know, rock has, like, 250 hit points. And, and can do, like, 26 damage a hit. You're on a bridge, so my thought was, like, the rock will pick you up and throw you off. Because that's what he would do. It wants you to die. And as it flies forward, Maddie, you go first as you're playing Changeling Sorcerer, and you just blast full of magic missiles on its way down. I was like, oh no. And then you kind of ran ahead, and it was like, well, you're there and Marshall's there. So it just went for both of you. And it picked you up and took you off. And I was like, Maddie's going to die right now. Maddie's...
And Marshall's like... should I do anything? And I was like, it's okay, you don't have to. And he's like, okay.
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 Dude, it was like this moment. I was like, I will let you. I was letting Marshall, as an opportunity attack, hold on to you. So maybe like he could keep you there if you rolled high enough. And like he tried it and it didn't work. And Marshall was like, I could try to save you. And you were like, it's fine. He was like, okay, then I won't.
Yeah. Okay. I was being nice.
Dude, and then you did this, you used minor illusion to like make it look like another bird was coming closer towards it, which is kind of cool because in the rock's description of its monster description, rocks typically look like small birds from really far away. And I had it roll an intelligence check and it's stupid, so it thought it was real. So you got it to turn around and then Saban. Do you want to tell the class what you did? Even though I know and they know, but they don't.
Yeah. So I'm a monk, and I decided to...
You're a
monk.
A fairy monk.
Yeah.
A sprite monk.
Yeah. So I'm a fairy monk.
So you can fly.
And I'm also a... what is it, Way of the Shadows?
Yeah,
is that
Way
what
of
it
the
is?
Shadows, yeah.
So I shadow stepped over to the rock on the very top of his head, and I just domed him with the stunning strike.
With the stunning strike. So so he's like, the rock is flying back with you in its claw, and it's just like, and then it's just like, and it just falls as it's going downwards. But then you still had movement left on your turn, so like you went down and grabbed Maddie's character, and the rock just fell 500 feet and died.
Oh, are you mad?
And I like to imagine it as that scene from Bug's Life. We mentioned it during that game.
Yes.
Where
Oh my gosh.
the bird
Yes.
goes down.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That was insane. I was
Not
like,
like
I thought that you guys would just like try to run away. I did not expect you to not only like take hits from the rock, but also kill it. Like that is insane.
That fight was like, what, 3 rounds?
Yeah. Not even. Like it was just like,
else did
I'm a bird, and it was gone. So it was very stupid. That was
funny.
crazy. Yeah. That game has been so full of random crap like that. Like Marshall being a rat and running into a black cat in Ravenloft. Like, so dumb.
Tell the story with him.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so
You're getting mad.
you want me to talk about you?
He's like, don't tell that story.
He's like, it's
You wanna go to your mom?
embarrassing.
Oh, grumpy.
Hi.
So we roll random encounters when they're traveling through Barovia. Just sort of, I have them roll it because I think I have you guys roll it instead of me because I think it's like kind of adds to sort of the suspense. It's like, ooh, somebody might roll an 18, that might be an encounter. So we kind of roll in order. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you don't get mad at me, you get mad at yourselves. So, and Marshall always rolls the encounters, and Maddie. But one time they were like, so to get an encounter, it's an 18, 19, or a 20. And one time they were like, hey, we should have Leeland roll it because he was at the table. So they struggled for like a minute to put a dice in his hand because he wouldn't grab it. And he finally grabbed it, and then he wouldn't let it go. So he was just like this, and they were like, and like throwing his hand forward, and then finally he threw it, and it landed, and it was a 20. It was awesome. We went crazy, and he was just like, "What's going on?"
We like scared him because we were all just screaming like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god!"
It was really funny. And then they fought a bunch of werewolves. So.
Yeah, we went crazy until we realized, oh, that's the one time in this game that you don't want a
Don't
20.
want
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were like,
Yeah.
oh. That was pretty good. So
Yeah, that was good.
yeah, it was
I think the
pretty funny.
best part about that game, though, is the diversity in all the characters. Like, everyone picks such good characters to, like, play off of each other.
Marshall's playing like a Leonin druid, so he's like Aslan who can conjure like plants, and you're like a fairy. What's the name of that race? Is it fairy or sprite? Fairy.
It's fairy.
Fairy monk, and then you're playing changeling sorcerer, and then Abram's playing Furbolg cleric,
Yeah.
and then you're Ismark.
I am.
But you're playing at Eldritch Knight, which is pretty cool and pretty fitting. So, yeah, that game's a lot of fun. So, all right, it is time. Oh, look, he's got a little seat. It's time. It's time to ingest gross
Ice cream.
ice cream. We've been sending them to Craig all day, and he keeps saying ew and gross.
You sure we can't just have like the bomb again and ruin our butts?
Oh, which
You sure
one?
we can't just
Da
die?
bomb?
Yeah,
Oh,
can't we
the
just
spicy
die
food?
again? I'd rather do that.
You'd rather have Da bomb again than have
I'm
pizza ice
scared.
cream?
Because I'm worried that it's gonna like every time I'm gonna eat something that I like, I'm gonna think about it.
Oh,
I really like mac and cheese. I'm like, oh, great, I'm gonna have mac and cheese and go.
The ice cream? No. I just want to let you guys know that we looked at the back of the pizza one, and it said one of the ingredients was mozzarella powder. All right, we're gonna be back in just a second. We're gonna go get the ice cream.
We're back. And it's gonna be terrible.
Yep, I'm ready.
This one.
That
We're
one?
doing pizza first.
Pizza first. All right, Craig,
go.
go ahead and I didn't give you a spoon.
Oh,
Watch one of us end up liking
No, it's
it
all
a
right.
lot and just buying it
I don't need a
regularly.
spoon.
I know. Watch it be really freaking good.
So just
only
let
fair.
everybody know, not sponsored in any way, but
By
this
who?
is Van Leeuwen ice cream, and we found it at Walmart, and I haven't stepped foot in a Walmart in years.
We
and
had to go
I
to
was
two-
upset
we went to
that
two
I had to go to
Walmarts
2 Walmarts to
find
find
the
these.
You sure it's not a whole sausage? Little thing?
It's
That's
not.
so
There's
no
no meat.
There's a little
in it.
pepperoni in that one. Look at
Combination?
that.
I believe that might be
What
the.
are the rules here? Do I kind of have a little bit?
Yeah, we can just have a little
You
bit.
don't need to eat the whole thing, Craig.
It said serving sizes on the side.
That's good.
Who's eating all this?
That's good.
Okay.
Artificial pizza flavor is already just gross, so
Oh,
I can't
here.
imagine this.
I
You
don't-
want to get neutral spoon. Get neutral spoon. There we
This
go.
is gonna
This is
taste
the
like-
scooping spoon.
If you,
Where's my spoon?
this will be like if you froze those like
Here's your
pizza
spoon.
flavored Pringles.
Oh,
Ew! Oh god.
So okay, so
Don't eat that.
I'm glad you said something about that because I was like, what is artificial pizza
yeah.
flavoring? I was like, what is even on that? But
Cheese
yeah, that's
and
what that would be
tomato.
on that. It would be on a Pringle or
And those
Yeah.
are not bad.
a Cheez
so-
It or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like pizza Pringles.
The goldfish.
It's gonna be a
Pizza?
challenge. of its
Oh,
own
see,
trying to
that
get
makes
this
a lot of
thing
sense.
up.
As someone that's not a fan of crackers or like chips,
I was gonna
don't
say
really- I don't have a lot of experience
actually
with
really
artificial
like
pizza
flavor. Like pizza Pringles and pizza
Essence
goldfish.
of
They're good.
pizza?
Essence of pizza. My little
Gross.
brother does that. Isaiah will.
what extract pizza?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't like
Basically.
pepperoni
Basically.
pizza. He doesn't like pepperoni pizza, and he doesn't like cheese pizza. He likes pepperoni pizza, but to take the pepperonis off. But if you just give him a normal cheese pizza, he won't eat it. He'll only eat essence of pepperoni pizza.
I see. You know what? Maybe it
There's a
makes
chunk
sense.
of something down here, and I'm,
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Ew.
it's combination. It's a whole sausage
I'm
in
trying
there.
to get to
Put
it.
the bomb on
You
this.
know, yeah.
Maybe it's a tomato.
Could you imagine
Tomato.
we do the
It is a
the
fruit.
hot sauce challenge again, but then we're like, oh, do you want to cool your mouth with some ice cream? We give you this.
No, I'd be like, you know what? I guess I'll die.
I think it's
I'll
supposed to be
perish
like
then.
dough,
Ew, like a piece of pizza dough.
or is it?
It's just red. It looks
Oh,
like
what
it's
is
tomato.
sauce?
Tomato
It's
sauce.
just frozen marinara
Get
sauce.
it?
Oh God.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
tomatoes
Whole bite,
is an
whole bite.
ingredient.
Yeah.
So
The whole bite.
Like just tomatoes, not like tomato powder.
She's
Just
laughing at our
tomatoes.
pain down here. Leeland's
Yeah.
down there
Right.
laughing at us.
Come
All
on,
right,
dude.
3, 2, 1.
Well, I was ready.
Ew!
Oh my God.
I can't taste it
It
yet.
tastes like Italian seasoning.
Oh no.
This is disgusting.
That's worse than I thought it was gonna be.
That is. Oh, it's horrible.
Whoa.
Oh, it's so
An
bad.
aftertaste.
Is it bad that I like it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Save it! No!
No. No.
Drink the whole thing!
My eyes are watering.
you can take this one home with you.
What is? Okay.
Oh, it's so nasty.
I
You
don't
can
like
see this.
I don't like that.
What
it
what
tastes
what is
like-
that?
I don't know. It's a red chunk of something.
I think it's tomato.
Oh, you didn't report back.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That was
God.
literally just like tomato sauce.
You can taste like the seasoning that goes in the marinara.
and
Like
the cheese.
it does. It's not just tomato. It's pizza sauce.
Did any
Yeah,
of you guys
it
get the
was-
taste of like uncooked dough? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it was sweet.
I
That,
immediately-
no.
sweet.
I
How-
immediately got like
no.
sweet uncooked dough, and then I got the cheese, and
Yeah.
then I tasted the marinara at the end, and
Hold on.
it 100% tastes like pizza.
Oh, yeah.
But
You
if
know-
it was ice cream,
You know how you get like the cinnamon
oh
pizza
really?
bites?
You think this is funny, dude? He's down there making noises at us.
The cinnamon pizza bites are all. That's what I thought it was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this is all right, and then it wasn't.
No,
And then it quickly devolved into something
that was
I didn't
horrible.
So
Okay,
if I had
yeah.
to choose between no ice cream and eating that, I would probably eat that. It was pretty good.
Really?
Your son
like. When is that never an
disagrees.
option? Are you
He's
go to
on
the grocery store and the
vegetarian
only
diet.
thing available is pizza or
If they
none?
only had pizza, I'd be like,
This
eh,
one was
okay.
sold. This one was
C'est
sold
la
out
vie.
at a.
Sold
We
out.
went to the Walmart closest to us. They didn't have this one.
This
It
is
was-
why everyone hates Americans.
Yeah.
Goddamn
You're gonna say
Americans.
Walmart.
Hey, oh, it's valid. Both
Deep
though.
fried pizza ice
So
cream.
everyone hates
Yeah.
Walmart.
All right. So after we're letting that stew in our mouths right now,
You know how like the register or the
say
people that are
stew.
like run the register are like, oh, pizza, it's funny, right? And they come back the second time, you're like, a second gag, yeah. Third time, you're like,
You buying
all
this
right.
for a friend?
Yeah, yeah. What are you doing with this pizza? You eating it now? Call
It's
somebody.
just a thing.
God, I can still taste it. I drank so much water; it's still in my mouth. That dough, the dough flavor.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
all right.
dodo.
Dude, he's making some funny noises down here. He
a-
thought it was funny.
He's like, where's mine at?
Trust was saving.
With
don't want
with
that.
you two as his parents, he's
I'll
gonna
be
be
right
like, hey, try this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna
Saban
try
already
weird food
tries
all
to
the
give him
time.
food.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
tried
like,
to give
he
him
is
a
not even
strawberry
3
the
months
other day.
old.
She was like,
Oh.
get that away from him.
He will die if a strawberry touches his tongue.
I can't wait till he's old enough and you give him a lemon and they go,
Yeah.
yeah,
What?
What? All right. So this question, I posted the tweet an hour ago and we have 63 questions, so we're probably not going to get to all of them, guys, but we will try to. Artemis asks, favorite villain from a homebrew campaign, preferably an Arcane Arcade, but from a homebrew campaign because you guys haven't always played on our streams before.
Okay.
My goodness.
What are you doing? Trash? You just mix mine into the. You know what? Never mind.
No.
Favorite villain?
Favorite villain.
Villain-
Artemis asks favorite villain from a homebrew campaign.
From a homebrew campaign?
Yeah.
So in the campaign you last ran for us, we fought this guy that like stole some of our faces. I don't remember
Oh,
what it was called
yeah.
though, but he like stole
the
Marshall's
Oblex.
face. Yes.
Yes.
That was cool.
Yeah, I've always wanted to run an Oblex as like a villain before, and I've only ever had the chance to like make them an enemy that shows up, and then the party just kills them. And that game was fun because like they kind of were around for a little while. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he
that was
like
good.
talked to us and stuff. It was trippy, but that was a cool one.
I still think about Izel, Craig. I continuously think about how cool of a villain you made for a campaign where she was a lich who had this neutral sort of standing with the party where if we just said her name, she would show up and be like, yeah, what do you want? And she was like this ultra powerful lich, kill us in like a second if she wanted to. And she would help us out sometimes. But my character hated it because she was like a lich. Like she killed people in order to stay alive. So it was so fun to like have her be in the campaign, have this like moral quandary sort of between the party on who wanted to work with her and who didn't. And eventually we were like, we're going to kill her, right? And we like planned
Yeah.
on doing it. We never did, but we thought about it.
We did.
I really liked, I don't know if this counts as like a villain, but in Avalon when we did, Avalon? Not Evelyn. What was the last campaign called?
Mine?
Yes.
I think
Tabaruco?
Tabaruco, yeah.
Tabaruco.
Yeah, no,
Just
no worries.
thinking
That was Marshall's thing.
Yes. When we bet a bunch of money to fight those like giant things, and it was like a game.
Oh,
in an
yeah, you guys were in
arena.
the arena.
Oh,
Yeah, the arena. That was really cool because
yeah.
it was a different kind of combat where we all had to like strategize together, and it was cool.
I wanted to make you guys think so bad when we did that combat. Like, you guys had just said so many comments where it's just like, we all do the thing that our character does and then we win. And I was like, I really wanted to challenge you guys and give you something different. So I'm glad you guys had fun with
Yeah,
it.
you did. I remember at one point someone stunned one of the giants and it fell, and it was like, oh crap, we didn't think about this because then it fell on someone else. And
Yeah.
we're like,
Yeah.
I love the idea of like killing a giant monster and like it falls and you have to like get out of the way. Like that's what happens. So
There was a villain in the season 1 of Sunder that I really wanted to know more about. Her name was Katarine. And
She
then
was
the
just like a
party
drow lady?
killed her before I could ask her any questions. And I think about her a lot.
Marshall just walked in that
Marshall
room
just
and
walked in there and
die.
yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Craig? What are your favorite villains from a homebrew campaign? It could be maybe even one of your own. Leland's talking about his.
Maybe you can take my answer then.
I have one from your game.
Yeah.
Those like undead knights, I think they
Oh,
were.
Those
in
were
that
so
city.
cool.
In Naven.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
guys were cool.
Yeah, those are a lot of fun. That whole little
That was the
arc
most
a lot of
Dark
fun.
Souls a D&D
Yeah.
game had ever been for me. It was crazy. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I'm currently writing some stuff because Mia's birthday is 2 weeks away.
Oh, hey, cool.
Yeah, Lacey's is tomorrow, and then Mia's next Tuesday.
Nice.
And I'm gonna just run a little thing at home where we're gonna get her level 16 character that we stopped playing with to 20. So I'm gonna run until 20. So I'm getting a lot of cool ideas to like build a lot of new stuff.
That's fun.
So
That's cool.
maybe
That's
something
cool.
new, but yeah, knights are cool. I like those guys a lot. It was a lot of fun to like role play them as well.
It's fun. Okay.
What's next, Craig?
What's next,
I think
Craig?
we got because we had a lot of good ones here. And I want to like end on like a lot of good ones. So maybe we'll start with the Planet Earth one, and then
Okay.
we'll go somewhere after.
Yeah, sounds good. So apparently the Planet Earth one isn't dirt flavor. It's
No.
matcha, like matcha green tea and blue raspberry.
Like another.
That
oh, that
actually
actually sounds
sounds
good.
really good.
That sounds
yeah,
I was
really
Yeah.
expecting just mud or something.
Yeah.
At this rate, who knows? Thank you.
Dirt and soil.
Oh wow, this is a very interesting color.
Is it green?
Is it not green?
It looks like
Oh.
mold on bread.
It,
This is what moldy bread looks like.
While we're passing this around, more props. Art cosplay asks, have you decided on any movies that Baby Balrog
sorry,
is
I
going to
just literally-
memorize?
Stuck to my other spoon. Here you go.
So in case
I didn't hear.
they refer to her as Baby Balrog
Yeah.
because we haven't told anybody her name yet. We've told you guys, but
I know.
but more props. Art cosplay asks, have you decided on any movies that Baby Balrog is going to memorize? Did you guys say he was watching Bridgerton the other night?
he goes. His bedtime is so weird. It's anytime between like 7 and 11. So
Yep.
I'm like, if we watch TV at night, he's just gonna watch it
Yeah,
with me.
but he's not just like in the room while it's playing. He's like
Staring.
actively watching it. It's weird.
No
great.
screen time for you.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I don't know. We talked about this beforehand. When they're like little, I want to fully gaslight my child into believing that no, the movies, there's only a few of them and we can't watch all of them because I want them to only watch a certain couple of movies when they're a kid. And then when they get older, you can be like, yeah, I guess there was an endless catalog of whatever you wanted to watch. But because the amount of times I want to put on Fellowship of the Ring, just be like, look at it. Get ingrained into your memory. Be nostalgic about this.
That was Attack of the Clones for us.
Yeah. Oh my God, the prequels. And Phantom Menace
And
too.
Phantom Menace.
Honestly, gosh, so much of that movie I've memorized. Yeah.
This one
All
doesn't
right.
smell that bad.
Oh crap! I didn't.
It looks gross.
It does look gross.
I
It
still
does
have-
look kind of gross.
It
still
smells
have pizza
really
on this.
good.
Lid won't go back on.
Oh, do you want a new spoon?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
This one's good.
It smells like a cherry slushy.
Oh wow.
It kind of tastes like the slushies you get at Target,
Yes. Yes.
but with matcha.
like those aren't a thing anymore, but
There they are.
What are those chunks
Oh.
in it?
Not ours.
Matcha,
Oh,
I think.
just
That's
chunks of
odd.
matcha.
That just smells better than it tastes.
I like
Those
this
ones
one.
are good. You don't like it, Craig? Craig's making a weird
It's probably
face.
the first time I've ever had matcha.
I'll finish this one.
It's basically like tea.
Yeah, it's good. It's just different.
Kind
Yeah,
of
it's
tastes like
weird.
I don't think I've
grass.
ever had that.
I would eat that again.
Lacey likes matcha a lot, but I don't think I've ever had it.
Is pizza better than that one?
No, this one was definitely better than pizza.
Thank God. Thank
So the
God.
pizza one wasn't delicious, but it
Could
was.
you imagine those chunks of matcha if that was the dough in the pizza one? Just like chunks of like that you bit into.
Oh.
It's sweet and savory.
That one had
Yeah.
way too much dough flavor. That was weird.
No, this one was
Yeah.
actually
Yeah?
really good though. I like that.
He's joining in.
Yeah, he's trying to talk.
Yeah. It is so funny. We watched old baby videos of you, and it's so funny that you and him do the same thing. Where like you both did that thing where like you'd like try to talk, because when Maddie was a baby, she'd always be like, and she'd like try to talk and stuff like that. It's kind of funny. He does the same thing. You coughing?
That sounds like a fake cough.
Like a fake. He's like,
Pay attention to me.
oh no, I'm coughing. I'm dying.
This question's dumb. Robert asks, "What's your favorite die, and what's your favorite set of dice that never you're perpetually disappointed doesn't roll well?"
Huh?
Huh? I think. What's your favorite set of dice that roll well?
Okay.
And what's your favorite die on the out of all how many? 7? 6?
7.
Seven.
Yeah.
Technically,
7,
6.
but 6.
You know, I love me a D.
Yeah, a D.
Just a D.
If
That's
anyone
it.
says
That's
D,
it. Yeah.
A D's.
if
nuts.
anyone says D4, they're lying.
They're lying.
Yeah.
I was gonna say D4.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. I think I like D10s. D10s are cool. They're always fun to roll too, because they kind of spin,
Yeah.
but then they're still a dice. But also they're so versatile. You can use 2 of them now. It's a percentage check, and then it's still that high risk, high reward that you get from like a D12, because D12s are exciting. You get to roll a D12 for your damage. It's like it could be a 1, but when it rolls a 12, it's amazing. You're always rolling 6s on D6s. That's not whatever. Great sword. Ooh, yeah, whatever. Its floor is better, I guess. Yeah, it's more likely to roll higher, but
If you think on it, it's the only dice that has a double digit on it. Because even a 10 only has a 0. Well, sus.
D12 is D20 has.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I
forgot about that one.
Like a lot.
That seems like that's really important.
Of the damage dice.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'll go with a D8, I think.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Which really? Is that the one you like?
You like a D8?
He agreed with you. Yeah.
But my favorite set of dice, you got me at PAX, and I like them because
The ringing ones?
No.
The colorful ones? The bone ones?
You
The
didn't buy those at
What
PAX.
the crap? Which ones?
They're like black and gold, and they have the one that has the weird D4.
Oh yeah.
The D4 it doesn't have like a pointed edge; it has like a triangle on the top.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Um,
What's y'all's favorite die?
D20. I think that one's cool. Sorry. It's
Whoa! You wait!
basic.
Come on! Pick! You can't pick between 7 random rolling pieces of
Arbitrary
plastic that
plastic.
give you random numbers.
I know.
Now D20s are fun because I like the way that they sound when they roll.
Yeah.
All the other dice are like, pfft.
yeah.
but the D20 is like,
Ooh, and it like moves a lot.
yep. A
That's
D4 is always like,
Yeah, D4s are the worst. I rolled a D100 one
the noise it
time,
makes.
and that was like
I remember
picking
my
up
dice
a
are everything
golf
that sound.
ball.
Oh yeah, the D100.
It's so heavy. It was a metal
Yeah.
you still have that.
D100.
It's somewhere around here. Yeah,
And
the
it-
thing is insane.
Yeah, it was crazy. My favorite set of dice, I have these like little tiny ones, and they glow in the dark. They're like little baby
Little
baby ones.
teeny tiny dice.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Oh, I love that dice you have. It's a D20 that has another D20
Yeah.
in the center of it, and whenever you have advantage or disadvantage, you just roll that one.
You just roll it one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't say my favorite set of dice. I think right now my favorite ones are the I have these ones that you got me for Evenfall, and I think you just got them for me, and I use them for Evenfall. They're sort of clear resin ones. Those are my favorite types. They're like really, really sharp. You guys were talking about you wanted to make your own dice. Yeah, resin ones are my favorite. They're just like super sharp, and it's indented, and on the inside there's like this like green sort of swirly, and then it's got like gold foil in the middle of it too. So it's like green and gold. It's beautiful. I love them.
I like D6s, just the classic square-shaped dice. That one's the best one to me. I hate D10s and the D100 or what is it? They look exactly the same, and I can never tell.
Yeah. There's the percentile dice where it's like 0, 0, 0, 1, or 1, 0, and then 2, 0, and it's like, what does this mean?
They make me feel stupid every time because every time I have to pick up one, I'm like which one is it?
It's okay. Nobody can agree on how to do percentage anyways. Because some people they add it to whatever your second dice is, and then I don't do that. What I do is that it's the 10 denominator and it's the 1 denominator. So if I roll it and it's 60 and then a 4, I rolled 64. And then but some people do that, and then some people do the 2 zeros is 100.
Yeah, that's weird.
So you can get over 100?
No, I forget how they do it, because the way I do it is that's just 0, and then it's so if I roll a 5, then it's 5%, and then some people get 90. But that's the normal way to do it. What's the other way to do it? How is there a debate about this? Who does this differently?
This is why the confusion is there. You're
This
trying to
is so dumb.
explain it. It's impossible.
I know Colton knows how to do it. It's this backwards,
I bet.
stupid fucking way to do it. I don't even know what it is.
And that's why I hate those dice.
It's so dumb.
I'll tell you, the one with the 10 is all the tenths place, and all
Exactly.
the ones at the 1 place. That's it.
It's exactly what it is. Thank you.
And then you don't like dice.
I would say my favorite dice are all the ones on D&D Beyond.
No.
I like digital dice.
Boring.
But I do like my Rhyme of the Frostmaiden ones on D&D Beyond because they turn into snowflakes after they're gone.
You have those really pretty quartz dice too.
I do like those. I did get those because I got bullied into
Craig-
having real dice for
Fallout, because
I
we
do
don't
have
have a D&D Beyond for that, and Craig
Yeah.
cringes every time he has to roll a dice. He's like, it's like,
I like them because sometimes if you're rolling too hard, they break a little bit, and you're like, you know what?
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be if it's gonna be terrible, it's gonna be terrible for you too.
Stone dice will break.
yeah,
you
exactly.
You have that one dice that rolled like 4 D20s or 4 20s in a row.
Yeah.
That is that
yeah.
Evenfall dice I have,
Yeah.
that gold one, and it's also the one that killed Colton's character
Yeah.
in our old game.
Yeah.
And it's also the dice that what else did it do? It did something else. I'm using different ones for Strahd right now, though. I have Strahd dice that I
Yeah.
really like. So,
Ooh.
hi.
It's funny that we like tried to bully you into using those dice for Icewind Dale too, and you just give them to Mia every game. And be like,
Yeah,
I'll just use my computer.
Next, ice
The
cream.
next one is gonna be this one.
Hot
Here we
honey.
go.
Hot
I'm hyped for
honey.
this one.
Yeah.
Oh, honey? Okay.
I feel like we saved the worst for second to last.
No, the
which is gonna be the
Yeah.
mac and cheese one.
maniacs put mac and cheese in a blue box like it's a real box of Kraft mac and cheese.
Well, it has Kraft mac and cheese like
does.
powder in
It
it,
has
so it
the powder.
is. That's the worst part. It is. Oh, this is gonna be unpleasant.
It's
I don't know,
a
should I put the
it's a
batch in
brand
my
deal.
thing? Here you go.
Why?
Take it from us.
The scoop spoon.
Whoa, buddy. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I knew it.
Honey, finally, my time to shine. I'll try and explode.
I
Are
love
you
that he
excited for that?
just makes sounds. He's just yelling.
It's part of the conversation.
He's been staring at Saban that whole time. He was just looking at him like,
Yep.
Is that your dad?
Oh no,
Oh,
I got mac and
stick
cheese.
your
on
tongue
it.
out.
Here you go.
Hot honey.
Oh, this is the hot honey.
Hot honey. Yeah.
So spicy honey?
Yeah. I think
that's
so.
That's a verdict.
So like a chicken wing or something?
I don't know.
Did I not give you that spoon again?
No.
Every time I get the spoon, I just forget it's in my
I got
cup.
another one.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, and I forgot to say my favorite dice. I don't own them, but they're like the crystal shaped kinds. Any of those sets, those are super cool to me just because they
Oh
look different.
yeah. Or metal dice.
Ooh, I don't like metal dice because I'm
I
always
used-
scared to roll them. I feel like it's gonna dent the table.
I
know,
always
they're like so
yeah.
heavy.
I used to love metal dice, and then I feel the same way now. Every time I roll them, they're like across the table.
Get out. Get off.
I have a little dice roller now, and I feel better about it. But now I dent the dice roller. Now I'm like, I bought this so I don't dent the table, and now I'm scared I'm denting the thing.
Yeah, we have some that
This one has
because I have
chili
that
peppers
marble
in it.
tabletop. I think it's dented sometimes.
Spicy.
Wait, it's spicy. Oh god.
It's
Wait,
hot
how would it
honey.
be temperature hot?
Yeah, that's what I was like. It's not.
ice
It's
cream.
ice
Of
cream.
course, it's spicy.
Straight from the
How
Willy
else
Wonka
could it
factory.
be hot? From
You're
the what?
supposed to
Willy Wonka
microwave it.
factory. He
Oh,
made
that's
ice cream. Doesn't
Hot
How is it hot? I'm eating it.
That's well, I'm not ready.
Look at Leeland. Look, he's trying to get some.
Yeah.
All right. This is good.
What's the crunchy things in it?
Probably
It's
honey.
just
like-
piece of honey.
A little honey.
This tastes like salted
I can't get
caramel.
this off the spoon,
Yep.
so I'm just gonna.
Oh,
Where
my
are
bite
you?
was kind of spicy. It has a kick.
Oh, it
I don't
does.
taste it.
Whoa!
It's like
It's kind of good.
I don't know what that was, but there's like a whole ass pepper in there. Oh, wow!
yeah, there's
That's
something
unpleasant.
spicy in there.
Wow!
I did I just not get it?
I hate
Maybe.
I'm
Did
going
you
again.
get something
Here,
crunchy?
look! I want. I just want another one. I'm going again.
When
a
you
bite of
spit
that.
in,
Oh, it is.
I was
This ice cream
I
has
was fully
destroyed my
ready to-
short-term memory.
I was fully ready to.
Did you get something
to-
crunchy?
Fucking
Because I think the
riddled.
crunchy thing is the spicy.
I got
thing.
something
Yeah.
crunchy and it did kick
Oh.
a little bit.
Like a little bit, but not that bad.
Okay, so it's gonna be weird.
See, that
What,
bite was
the reason I
spicy.
spit it out is it reminded me of those caramel candies.
Werther's?
Yeah, and that's what made me want to spit it out.
What? Those are
It,
so
it was
good.
gross, but I
Werther's
was
are
like,
great.
Werther's.
Those are so
They're
good.
The only ones that are good are like the strawberry cream ones.
Those
Original
are alright.
Werther's is.
I love Werther's.
The coffee ones.
Those
Oh,
are the
yeah.
candies
That's
though that
fair.
your grandma gives you, and you're like, oh, thanks. And just throw it
No,
away.
those are what?
My grandparents are from the South. I don't know if it's true for all people from the South, but they only did hot ones. So they got like hot tamales and the ones that would look like normal mint candies, but they'd be
they're
just
hot,
entirely-
spicy. Yeah.
You know, little strawberry ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones in Werther's are so good. I love grandma candy.
I like the peanut ones, the little peanut marshmallow ones. Mm-hmm. Those are also.
yeah.
I've never
My,
heard
my
of
great
these
grandfather had
flavors.
those like weird. They were just like I don't know, orange peanut marshmallows.
That hot honey one is good.
I like that. Yeah.
I even got a bigger thing of the spicy. Wasn't
I will
even
say it
that
was
bad.
better than the pizza one.
The pizza one is still
Yeah.
disgust. I would eat the
Yeah.
hot honey one again.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't think I'd eat that again. But
If you
it
didn't
wasn't
tell
bad.
me that was hot honey flavored and you just gave it to me, I would have expected like a caramel or like
Yeah,
a,
it did taste
like
like
a
salted
bourbon
caramel.
toffee or something.
Yep, indeed. Oh, yawn.
Oh, CP boy.
iCube asks, have any of you listened to the new Ricky Montgomery EP?
Yes.
If so, what do you think of the 2 new songs, Settle Down, Sorry For Me? Wow, thank you for asking, iCube. We are hopelessly addicted to Ricky Montgomery and cannot stop listening to his music.
He's
He
going.
came out with something new?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's very good.
Ooh.
It's super good. You should
He's-
listen to it. He also did an acoustic version of Mr. Loverman.
He's going
It's
on
very good.
tour the week he'll be in California the week that I'm supposed to have the baby, and
No.
I've never been sadder in my entire life.
I
You gonna
know.
risk it?
Huh? No.
You go to labor at a concert.
If it was maybe a little closer to home, I'd do it. But
Yeah.
I think it's in LA, so
No, it's very good. His new. It's not really an album. It's more. It's
it's an EP. I think.
Yeah. So it only has 2 new songs, and then some singles that he did from the last couple of years,
Oh,
from last year, and then an acoustic cover of a song
Of
he
2
already-
other
of
songs,
2
yeah.
other songs. So yeah, it's good. It's good.
I love the what's it called? The like middle song.
I don't know.
What is that called in an album where it's like
Interlude?
Interlude. It's his mom like butt dialed him, and it's it's
Aw.
it's just the voicemail of it. And it's,
Cool.
yeah.
It's cute. Yeah.
Saban doesn't like him because I annoyed him so much when that one song was a TikTok sound.
Oh.
She's
Yeah.
a lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he would get so annoyed every time I would play that song. 'cause
She'd
I
walk
just-
around singing it and playing it on her phone, just like listening and smiling. And I'm like,
But like when I'm going to bed at night
See,
and
we did the same thing except we both liked it.
well, see, she has this ritual where like for like 30 or 40 minutes before bed, like when I'm trying to go to sleep, she'll listen to TikTok like right next to me, and that was on every single TikTok. And I
yeah,
was
it's
like,
just
to go to
she's
Yeah.
yeah, and she'd only watch like the first half a second, so it's
Yeah.
like she's a, and I'm like,
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the same disdain for AJR, and that's just because I know you guys like them, and that's fine. But that's every day I went into work, that stupid tech section would always be playing. But I'm weak, and I can only think of being sad at Target whenever I hear that song.
Or we'd go over to Marshall's house and he'd play
He
that
would,
song.
and he liked that song, and I was like, turn it off.
There was
play
one
it.
time. There was one time when we went camping, and we were in the car, and I was playing that song, And I was like, oh, it's like 10 seconds left. And I wanted to skip it because there was another song I really wanted to hear. And so I skipped it. And he got so mad at me that I skipped the last 10 seconds.
Marshall is like, you know, an adult. He's a guy. You know, Marshall, if you're listening to this, I love you. But Marshall will get randomly extremely upset over the most minute things. The craziest things can happen to Marshall. He's had a wild life.
Yeah.
And he's very patient as a
Yeah.
person. And then you'll beat him in Risk one time and he won't forgive you. And it's like, why? What did I do? Where you skip the last 10 seconds of the
I don't
song.
know. I don't know what it was, but like we'd go over there and we'd play D&D at his house, and it'd be like we're setting up and we're getting food and stuff, and he'd put on like a playlist, but it only had like 5 songs on it. So
it was like four. What's that guy? It would be an Eminem song. It would be
that AJR song.
I'm on
that song,
vacation.
that one.
Yeah, that song. AJR, and then like 10 Dave Matthews
Band,
band
yeah.
songs.
Marshall.
That's
That
all he
sounds like
listens
Marshall.
to.
Yeah.
We know you so well.
Oh God, Marshall. All right, next.
This will be
What?
pleasant. I think.
Oh yeah.
What is
This is
it?
the
Wedding
Royal
cake?
You
wedding
saving
cake.
mac and cheese for last, Craig.
No, the mac and cheese is next.
Oh.
because I don't want that to be the last thing in my mouth.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's probably a good idea.
So I'm just gonna save the cherries jubilee for last.
Ooh,
Oh,
very
okay.
nice, very nice.
God, this one's
What if the
just-
mac and cheese one is so good, though?
You know, then I won't taste a single cherry. God, I'll learn from my mistakes.
Yep.
There you go.
You'll go back for more. Oh,
Whoa.
Oh,
We can do this real quick.
Yeah, shoot.
Francis Burke asks, considering D&D Direct just happened, how do you feel about the Spelljammer box set, even though the 3 books are only 64 pages? So in
Wow.
case you two don't know, they just announced the new thing they're going to do for D&D. It's called Spelljammer. It's an old... Craig, what's Spelljammer? You can explain it better than me.
Spelljammer is a setting where they take the Wild West idea and push it into space.
Oh.
And
In
space
D&D.
and
Space
spaceships are not
cowboys.
only
Space
space,
cowboys.
like they're not spaceships traditionally. They're just like dead ass boats.
You know
or a
Treasure
certain
Planet?
race may,
You
or
know
Treasure Planet.
It's like Treasure
Verbatim
Planet.
that.
Yeah.
The last time it was
That's
out,
cool.
it was in the 80s in 2nd edition, and they've not touched it since.
I want to play something like that. Maybe it was you who tweeted it. I saw someone tweet and said, everybody's next campaign is going to be a Treasure Planet campaign. And I didn't even know
Yeah.
about that book. And I was like,
I retweeted
that'd
Yeah,
be cool.
to be honest,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just Treasure Planet.
Yeah. And so they're releasing a box set that has 3 different books in it. And I'm gonna be honest, I think it's fine. Like, it's for DMs. It's for DMs to to DM their games so you can do it. He has a lot of talk about Spelljammer.
Yeah.
You know,
Leland's
valid.
been waiting for it.
Yeah. It's not been out my entire life.
Craig has been very, I wouldn't even say excited, just in pain that they
Yeah.
haven't released it for this long.
Me and Spelljammer have a relationship like a widow and a widow's walk. I'm constantly going up there to stare at something to hopefully numb the pain that my
Yeah.
husband's not coming back from war. Someday he'll come
and then
back,
he
I'll see
finally
his
comes-
ship, and then he'll be dead.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'll have closure and I can move on after 6 years of mourning, but not.
I think it's fine. I know it's going to be a little, people are expecting it to be kind of expensive because there's like 3.
Oh, no.
3. You just lick it? What is this, wedding cake?
Yes, wedding cake.
All right, well,
Let's
let's
go in,
dig
let's
into
go in,
it
let's go
real
in.
There's
quick.
something hard
it's
in
melting. I think it's supposed to be
Ew.
cake.
It's the wedding.
Oh,
Something hard.
there's cake in it.
That's good. That's really
There's
good.
like cake bits in it.
Yeah. Whoa,
Tastes
that's just
lemony.
like icing. That's really good.
Yeah, what are the flavors supposed to be? Is it like
Oh, they're
Wow.
flowers.
Good point.
It tastes citrusy.
Uh-huh.
It's elderflower.
Elderflower and lemon.
Oh, okay.
This is super good.
I like it.
Yeah.
Elderflower is one of my favorite flavors in anything.
I don't know what
like
that
in
is.
Drinks and stuff.
Agreed.
Me too.
The fuck is it?
I don't know what it is either, but it tastes good.
I saw people
I like
being
the cake part.
yeah. I saw people trying to being like, it's $3 and it's gonna be expensive. And I don't know. I just think it's if you want to play Spelljammer and you want your group to play, you could all just like split the price.
I'm just curious what this means, if anything. I don't have any real problems with it. I'm just very curious
it's kind of
on,
weird
on
they
why.
didn't just do one book.
Yeah, that's the only thing is I don't understand why. Because if it's later on, they'll go, well, here's 3 books you can buy separately for $20. That's rad because that's exactly what I want. But wasn't it the whole point they weren't doing things like this? Because then they come out with, well, do you have the advanced player's handbook? Do you have bestiary 1 through 4? They didn't want to do multiple books like that, so they combined a bunch of stuff. And they're like, I know that these spells don't really work within Abyss, but we don't want to have like another spell compendium.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they would, which is fine because to be honest, the only thing I can think of is, hey, you're going to buy this D&D book anyway for your table.
Yeah.
But it's Spelljammer, so you're going to need to reference a lot of rules. You don't want your player going, what the hell's my ooze race do again?
Yeah.
So now the players have an ooze race one, and then you have a
The other
Spelljammer book.
books. Yeah.
So that's cool, because that's like buying 2 books, so then you're like, I'm buying all the parts, but I can part it out to give to my friends.
Yeah.
And that's rad. I just don't know why they're doing it. And
It's
I'm
ki-
just curious
It
why.
is just kind of weird, and they will never explain.
No,
why.
they won't. That's
we
the worst
will
part.
never know.
Yeah, that's the only
They're
part I'm
just
like-
like, we're doing it this way now, and everybody's like, why? And they're like, Dragonlance. And they're like, oh, okay.
Why is Dragonlance not 2 books?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I want the ice cream.
Wedding cake.
Dad said he Dad was saying he has FOMO because yesterday he couldn't see like what we were doing, and that's all he wanted to do. And as soon as like we turned him, see, look at him. He just wanted to be involved.
Said he couldn't see you guys.
Yeah.
Hi.
You heard our voices over here.
Exactly.
Lacey sent me the weirdest thing just now.
What'd she send you?
Lacey went to the doctor today because we were a little concerned, you know, as you are anytime anyone has like some life-threatening disease. It was fine, but they left a lot of voicemails like, "Hey, call back urgently. We need to talk to you about something."
crap.
She called and they're like, "We just want to let you know that it's super great. You have nothing wrong, and actually you're in perfect health." she's like, "Why would you do that?
Call
that
me
way?"
quick. It's an emergency.
Yeah, I had life-threatening
You're doing
cancer.
fantastic.
You want to just go, "Hey, you're good now." But someone called her just now and said, "Hello, I'm from this health group. Would Gladden, which is our last name, not even the first name, and then I don't even know what this says. Please have Scaladany." Skladany with an umlaut. This is the transcription of the. How do they know there's an umlaut over that Y? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is
You
or
need
what
IKEA
happened.
furniture is what they need.
Yeah.
Make sure you have your end table call me back if you want to participate in this health
Yeah. Hey,
program.
but by the way, can you off the porch of the medical facility? Can you bring in our Skladany and help us build it?
You're totally
my
able-bodied now. You can totally build that
Yeah.
French press thing.
Gnomes asked about if we have plans for a Spelljammer campaign or one shot, and I just want to say that maybe
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather
That'd be
Boy? Oh.
he wants to know.
He wants to
He's
know.
like, I want to
Tell
know.
us.
The ASMR podcast.
ASMR podcast.
So
It's real baby.
next question.
One sheep, 2 sheep.
The rat.
Yeah.
The rat sorcerer. Rat sorcerer. Okay, their
rat
Twitter name.
sorcerer.
Their Twitter name is rat sorcerer, and this is their picture is this, but their @ is speed goblin. And they just ask opinions on rats.
Why is that a question? You just said it was a question for me because Jacob knows I hate rats.
There it is. It's a question.
Okay.
I didn't tell them you were on the podcast today. They don't know. They just want to know our opinion on rats.
Rats are probably the worst thing on
You
this
are
earth.
horrible. You're terrible. No, they're not. They're amazing
Nope.
creatures,
They're
and
terrible.
they're very cute, and they're very smart.
No, they're not.
And they have friends, and sometimes they do
That
that
threat?
thing where they get
They're
born
friends
too
in the
much,
family.
and
They
they
get born too
are
much.
in the sewers, and they live in such confined spaces that they meld into each other and become a rat king. Have you seen that? They're like tails like meld into one another because they're so confined.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it's called.
That
it's
sounds
called
like
it's
Stranger
called
Things season 3.
It's called a rat king. I could get pictures of it.
I don't know if I should believe you.
What is happening
I'm just
here?
I gotta
I've
prove
seen
Saban
one
wrong,
do
so.
kung fu
While you're
once.
pulling that up,
Yeah.
I will respond to the question for Maddie as her husband. There's been multiple times in our last house where a rat happened to show up.
Not a mouse.
And we would stay in a hotel room for 2 or 3 days because she would not be anywhere near the house.
Rat vacation.
Yeah, that happened probably, 3 times? We had to go get a hotel room because
Okay,
she would not be in
when
that
there was
house.
one time I went in our living room and I was sitting there and I just had made some soup and I sat down to eat it.
The rat was there. He's like,
I looked
I'm
over literally
Ratatouille's
5
like-
feet away from me and I see this huge long tail, literally like almost a foot long. It felt like not that long, but just sticking out of a chair. And I was like, what? It was just like,
in there.
yeah,
bonjour,
Hi.
mademoiselle.
yeah.
He was hiding.
I think they're super smart. Rats are so cool.
They
I'm not
Okay.
going to show you because it'll make you sad, and I'm not going to show you because it'll gross you out. But yeah.
What? So,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
And then that right there, yeah.
That's disturbing.
Yeah, they get mummified because they get found like that, and it's because they're just so confined and they're like all on top of each other that their tails like get knotted into one another, and then eventually they meld so they can't.
That can't
they
be real.
Escape.
I just
It's
saw a picture
totally
of
real
it. It's real. That was not fake.
because there's just so many rats in certain
Wait, like
locations.
they
so.
just get stuck, like they get tangled in each other and die?
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty. It's,
Oh.
yeah. Rats have a hard life. So, Emma across the street has a pet rat, and he's real cute. I seen him. He's real sweet.
Raisin?
I didn't. I
raisin.
didn't choose to be scared of them. Okay, it just happened.
Yeah.
Rats
Because
when
you got
have them-
trapped in Logan's room when you remember that one time when you came to pick me up and I wasn't there, and you went down into Logan's room and his bunny was down there because Logan had a bunny one time, and he ran around the room and it freaked you out.
I thought he was chasing me. That bunny was chasing me.
He did that every time somebody would come home because he would get excited.
Well, then it went in our front yard, and the neighbor's front yard, and the neighbor came to our house and was like, "Hey, your bunny's in our front yard."
Oh, yeah,
and
we
no
took
one
care
else
of him
was
for a little
home.
while, yeah.
And I had to go grab that bunny, and I didn't know how to pick a bunny up, and so I picked it up, and its legs were just like kicking me.
That fucking rabbit was a menace.
Yeah.
He had a weird life and a very sad end. So,
That's a story for another time.
Yeah.
is it? I could tell it.
No.
All right.
No.
It was up to Spencer. So,
Yeah, no.
I will just say, I won't go into detail. I will just say Logan had a rabbit for a while, and eventually he had to move, and we took care of it. And rabbits are very particular about where their conditions and where they live, but he had nowhere else to go. So, yeah. Anyways, moving on
He
to
died.
the next flavor.
Mac and cheese.
You sure? You sure we can't ask another question or something? You know,
No, we.
You don't want to delay any more time to get to this mac and
Oh,
cheese.
almost dropped it on the floor. Whoops! It's
Oh,
all
no.
there's air in it now. No
Are there
one need
more
it.
cups?
Wait.
Yeah, can we get a few
Hang
more
on,
cups around?
Spencer. What's your opinion on rats?
I love them more than anything else.
Saban, what's your opinion on rats?
I'm okay with them. I'm good at catching them now.
He's a
And
rat catcher.
my best friend's girlfriend, or fiance actually, has pet rats, and they're really smart and nice. They're like
Yeah.
little dogs.
And they smell like tortillas.
They smell like tortillas?
Tortilla.
And we know that because she smelled her rats, and she was like, "These smell good. Smell them." And she just held up rats.
I
to
didn't
us.
smell
Smell
it.
my rats.
That's what
I-
I was
rat.
like, okay.
Saban, you want to come over and smell my rat?
I really want pet
You
rats.
just sit around and smell my rat.
That would not work with 4
Oh.
cats.
Yeah, that's the only thing. If when we get the new house, maybe like a year or 2 from now, I might get some rats. But they can't ever really be around any other animal, like even a larger rodent.
We have 4 cats.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna die.
that's why
They're dead.
All right, maybe.
in the new house I'll
yeah,
have
yeah.
an office where
There-
they can't
that's
go,
true.
where they will never be able to go into.
That's true.
Um,
Craig, you want to smell my rats?
They're very particular.
I'm alright.
Apparently, they smell like tortillas.
Maybe actually.
Tortilla rats.
That's what they were saying. They said apparently
All right,
they
G.
smell like
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Smell my
Do I
rat.
really gotta do this?
Yeah. Don't do that with it.
It
Oh,
looks.
we let
Oh,
it
it's too
know.
much.
We let it
Ew.
know.
No,
It's
it's
like
too much.
frozen
Just
nacho
stop.
cheese.
Just.
Like
It
There
does.
was
Bell nacho
Maddie. There
cheese.
was
Yeah,
another
yeah.
flavor, and it was Chef Boyardee.
No.
You should have got that.
Yeah,
Oh, I would have
should've
preferred that.
got that
I'd have preferred
one.
that.
That would just be like the
than
pizza,
the
one.
pizza
I guess.
one. Than
do
anything
you think
else.
it would taste any different,
Chef Boyardee.
Maddie? Chef Boyardee's.
I do it
Did
every
you
time.
just gaslight something about Chef Boyardee ice cream?
Yeah, there's
You
not.
son of a
It's
bitch.
not real.
You son. I trusted you.
I heard talking about Chef Boyardee
Dude,
for
I
like
was
so long the other day.
For like 20 minutes, he let me go on about my grandma buying me SpaghettiOs, and he was like waiting for me to say Chef Boyardee.
Sorry for gaslighting you about Chef Boyardee.
Oh.
This,
You aren't forgiven, but I do appreciate.
Why
that
am I
you
getting
tried.
so much? Ah!
this is
have no
already
option.
melting, and it looks like when you go to Taco Bell and they give you the
Yeah.
nacho cheese.
I
for
just
your
In a
chips.
cup?
everybody
It just
on
looks like
who's on video, look at the
cheese.
color. Just look at that. It,
Oh.
wait, I'm gonna give it a little
Cold,
sniff.
creamy cheese.
Don't smell it. Don't smell it. Do not.
Well, now
Craig,
I have
no.
to smell
Craig.
it.
I don't know if I can smell it.
No, we gotta smell it.
to smell stuff before I eat it.
I can't smell
It
it.
smells like fart.
I can't smell that. COVID took that from me.
It do be smelling like fart.
All
Hang
right,
on.
big scoop. This
Wait,
time
I'm
we gotta
not.
get the big
I'm
scoop.
not.
Maddie doesn't have hers yet.
COVID protected me.
Try it.
I did not try it.
It's on my finger.
Oh no.
Oh, I got it on my nose.
Wow.
Just eat that whole bite.
Yeah, we should all just take whole spoonfuls
Okay.
of it.
No.
No, I don't want to.
Okay, wait, I gotta smell it.
spoon.
No. Okay.
No,
Okay.
that
So glad to
smells
have
so
COVID at some
bad.
point
That
in
smells
my
like
life.
Lay's chicken.
Okay, here we go.
I don't want to.
Nope, nothing.
3, 2, 1.
Oh. Oh, it's terrible.
Eat it, Craig.
It's terrible. I couldn't do another one. Nope, I'm so full. I don't wanna.
You don't have to. You don't
That's
want
so
to.
bad. It tastes like a fart. That tastes like.
Whoa.
It tastes
Whoa.
and smells like a fart.
It's not even like trying to be something creative. It is like you took ice cream and mac and cheese and just stirred it in a bowl and
Like
ate
vanilla.
it. That is exactly what it tastes like.
That's what sour milk tastes like.
It is. It tastes like it smells like rotten milk. That is horrible.
So
Oh,
it tastes
God.
like it tastes like if you made mac and cheese, you left it out overnight,
Yep.
and then you poured sugar in it and ate it.
Yeah,
That is
sugar and
rancid.
cream.
That's exactly what it tastes like.
Or you took vanilla ice cream and you just took the
packet.
cheese packet.
Yeah.
And just
the packet. Yeah.
Oh, my
There's no
Lord.
sense of
Mixed it?
noodle in that at all.
That's
It's just the
probably what they
cheese
did.
packet.
It is.
Probably exactly what they
That's
did.
the ingredient on it. Is the
God, you're
Kraft
probably right.
powder.
That's exactly what it
It's
is.
just powder and cream and sugar.
Guess we have
and
someone to
that's
figure
it.
out.
Yep.
That's horrible.
It says Kraft mac and cheese powder on it. And the ingredients.
That was the worst thing ever.
Wow.
Oh, the aftertaste is so.
It's worse than
Like
that. They
milk.
didn't even add vanilla. It was just they made
Cream?
ice cream. Yeah,
Oh,
it's just cream. They just
horrible.
made ice cream. Put
That was bad.
a
I mean,
Kraft
there's
packet
already
in it.
they already put milk in mac and cheese, right?
Yeah.
That is, it's so basically just make mac and cheese, but don't put the noodles in, and then add sugar, and that's what it tastes
But
like.
it tasted like the milk too. That was weird.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
So while that's stewing in your mouth, Spencer, Philip asks, "What's your favorite 5e monster and why?" The macaroni and cheese man.
Yeah.
Yeah, CR 25. He poisons you when he touches you.
Fair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you guys know that was a Maddie's not having a good time.
Every time I breathe out of my nose, I can taste it
Yep.
again.
Need some water?
Yes.
I'll get you some water. I had this
I
convenient
can
little
still
cup.
Sabins.
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, it's fine actually.
I like gelatinous cubes.
I'm thinking about monsters.
Why is this worse for you guys than like the hot sauce? Like you guys are me when I was doing the hot sauce, like just unable to focus, just like But this
The hot-
isn't that
'cause the
bad.
hot
It's like
sauce
it's
wasn't
bad
that
for like a
bad.
second, and then it's like it's kind of gone.
I still taste it. Oh, water. Thank you.
Water.
Do you guys think you'll be able to eat mac and cheese after this?
Yeah.
I hope so because I have some at home.
Favorite monster. I like vampires. They're real cool.
You know, that's fair. That's fair.
I wish they were cooler.
What's your
But-
favorite D&D monster?
I'm trying to think of the name of when we were in that cave in the campaign you ran for us.
Oh, the Oblex?
No, not the Oblak, but the other thing that was in the cave. And there was like a bunch of them in the forest, and we had to get them all out.
Oh. They were in the forest. You had to get them out. And they were in the cave. The Knolls?
Knolls. There we
Oh,
go.
yeah.
I like those.
Knolls are pretty cool.
I like hags.
Hags.
Hags are cool. Death Knights. They're cool.
Oh, Death Knights are
Death Knights
cool.
are real cool.
I like that they can throw fireballs.
A hell of a fireball, too.
Yeah, they're like, I abandoned my oath, and I am a knight who died and came back to life, and I seek vengeance upon the mortal, and also I can make a ball of fire in my hand and throw it at
That's
you.
exactly how they talk. That's actually verbatim what I describe when I throw one out.
Yeah.
It's like, hello,
Hello, I'm a little
Monologuing?
bit of fire.
Henry Death Knight here.
Yeah.
Hellfire orb.
He's doing the thing that Geralt does in Witcher 3 when he walks over to a candle and lighting it and then getting rid of it. He's like, that's what I got for coming back to life.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you need that candle lit?
Yeah.
All right, die.
Yeah.
It just smites you and you die. You guys fought Death Knights in our homebrew game. You remember when you guys went into that fortress and there was all those dudes that you fought like 1,000,000 of?
I was just gonna say.
Those are Death Knights.
Yes, those were cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you just keep fighting them, that's not.
At like
not a
level
good
8, they
idea.
fought like 6 at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really bad. They almost TPK'd.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Blew up.
I think we just ran away.
Yeah, we did.
No, yeah.
Valid.
You guys killed
Valid.
2 of them, and then you found you got into a combat with like 6 more, and you're like, nah, and you just left.
Yeah. And then there was like this hallway in that castle, and we thought they were like statues along the like little path. Nope, it was just like 12 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. The number just keeps increasing.
Yeah.
Went to this
No,
bar
it-
concert.
it-
36 Death Knights were there.
Actually, I think at one point there was 45 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well, in
then you
different-
guys went into another area, and there were 100.
Yeah.
And
Paramore
then there
came
were
out,
200.
400 Death Knights for
every
Paramore.
room we went
Actually,
into.
the whole world was made of Death Knights. The floors, the walls, the ceilings, they're all Death Knights.
And then, like,
Welcome to Dungeons and Death Knights.
we had the idea to go along the ceiling, but then there were giant spiders up there. So it was like,
Yeah, we.
No ceiling
no,
for you.
That was just yeah.
and like I was trying to crawl. I had spider climb, so I was trying to crawl along with the spiders, and then like I was frightened.
This is when you were playing Fur.
I was playing Ferb, yeah.
All right. All right.
Got up there
I
on the
wish I had
spider
Ferb in
like,
my game. They'll be Death Knights too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ferb.
get fucked, Ferb.
Yeah, that was. I was doing like Eldritch horror at that point in the game, and they had gone to like this creepy city where they had
Ooh.
crashed a ship because they forced the captain to go through a hurricane.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
yep,
Oh, and all
the
of our
story.
they,
crewmates died.
they all died except for you guys. And then you went into this town where
ship.
like any reflection in the town was a portal to like this mirror dimension
Yeah.
where like these beings were coming through. And they went to like the fortress where all of the town's militia had died, but they were brought back to life as Death Knights, and they guarded the keep. And I used parts of Castle Ravenloft, so it was really spooky. There were spiders everywhere, and there's fucking Ferb walking around, green hair and a platypus.
What are we going to do today, Ferb? Fight some Death Knights.
Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today. We're gonna summon Cthulhu.
No, you gotta do that one.
No. About half past Sugma.
Yeah, you're not funny.
Great.
About half past Sugma.
Stop saying that.
All right.
Rory's on
Let's hit the final one here, Craig. Let's get it.
I can't wait.
I'm
This
glad I
one
still
will be
got mac
good.
and
Cherry?
cheese flavor in my mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can still taste that, and I've been.
Oh,
drinking this
shit.
water.
Oh, thank God.
Could you imagine it all went on? You're like,
You guys-
oh no, the last one that tastes good is all on my
Oh,
balls.
well, I guess I can only have it. Balls. This is my favorite kind of ice cream, too.
Cherries?
Balls.
Got him.
Ball flavor!
No, I actually really do like Cherry Garcia a lot. I
This
didn't
one-
like cherries
this one's
growing up, but I love
bourbon
cherries now.
cherry something,
Bourbon.
What?
Ooh,
Sounds good.
Dutch.
I don't know about that.
Here you go.
Bourbon's a good flavor.
Ew, I still have cheese all over.
Oh,
my
you have to
spoon.
you have
here.
to lick that off.
There you go, Sam.
And when I say bourbon's a good flavor, I mean the flavor of bourbon is
Does anyone
literally
else not want
licking a wood
cheese spoon?
plank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eating a
If
fire.
you're out there and you're like, man, I just wish
You
I
a
knew
cheese
what
spoon?
Kentucky bourbon
Yeah,
tastes
I
like.
need a new one.
Find yourself a wooden plank,
Thank you.
supposedly with some of the finish on it. Just give it a good lick. That's what bourbon tastes like.
Give me your cup. You sit that one.
Would.
I want a new spoon. Mine has mac and cheese.
No, you don't deserve
Yeah.
a new spoon.
Oh, that's a knife.
We're out of spoons. Oh no.
A knife. I have to drink it.
This one kind of smells like yogurt. It doesn't really have a strong smell.
I'm eating it.
Okay.
Yum.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not
Cherry.
It's good we end on this one and not mac and cheese.
I was trying to think about. Never mind. I'm still gonna say it.
Tastes like frozen yogurt.
It's pretty good.
I think I'm ruined. I think I'm kind of ruined from mac and cheese.
Really?
I think mac and cheese is kind of.
What did I say?
Kind of made me think of mac and cheese every time I eat this.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I thought you meant like when are you gonna eat mac and cheese again? I think about that.
No, now whenever I'm eating ice cream, I'm thinking of mac and cheese.
That's, you know what? That's actually the worst one. I didn't think about that.
I think just the smell was
You know what?
Worse
It
Yeah.
than the taste.
also could be because it's kind of warm now, so it's like it's froth,
Yeah,
and that's what this tastes like. It's just froth now, and I don't like it.
it's all right. I think my favorite one was hot honey.
I like the earth one.
I like the earth one.
That one's probably the
That was
best one,
good.
actually.
The earth
Pizza.
one was
The
was
pizza?
Madness.
No.
You insane man.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Pizza ice cream.
It's because Little Caesars is his favorite pizza. so-
Little Caesars is not that bad.
Yeah, but as your favorite pizza?
Wait, it's your favorite pizza?
Yeah.
Hang on.
That makes
Your
sense, though.
favorite, like if you were gonna have last meal and they were like, we only got pizza, you're like, give me Little Caesars.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
It's
Bad
comfort
taste.
food.
I
Bad
mean,
taste.
it's good, but like only in the first 15 minutes you have it.
Yeah, but there were
Yeah.
so many times when I was living in Fresno, going to college, and I'd be like doing papers and getting ready for tests and stressed out, and I couldn't afford any real food, so I was like, you know what? I'll just go get pizza.
Yeah, well, yeah. When I was poor and had no money, I'd loved eating ramen noodles. I'm not like, this reminds me of when I had no money.
I don't know though.
I grew a love for
When I
it.
eat ramen, I'm like, this is nice.
It's good.
Oh
right?
my
Yeah.
god.
It's like a nostalgia thing. It makes me warm inside. I like it.
I don't hate Little Caesars. I like Little Caesars more than Domino's. I like Little Caesars more than
Little
Pizza
Caesars
Hut.
just
I feel
reminds
like we
me of
ha-
high school, and that's why I don't like it as much.
I feel like, yeah, we have this conversation where it's like, which one's better, Domino's or Little Caesars? And each time it's a different answer.
Yeah, but that's because Little Caesars is the better pizza, but Domino's has the better crust.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'll settle with
They
that.
did bring pizza. I thought it was Domino's. No, it was Little Caesars
They
in high school.
Yeah. In high
Yeah,
school, you used to
I
have
used to get it all the
Pizza
time.
Fridays.
No, it's Pizza Thursday.
Pizza
Pizza
God,
Thursdays.
That's right, Pizza Thursdays.
Yep.
And you paid like $5 for one slice. Well, that was a
Two
rip-off.
No, we got two
slices.
What the
slices
crap?
and a drink.
And a
Two
soda.
slices and a soda, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
all right.
Miss Holland's just raking in the money.
She was. She was.
Yeah, me and Ed's is the best. I think.
That's false.
I think me and Ed's is the best.
I like
It's too
Minutes.
Craig really likes the calzone. From
So the first thing that I got to taste when my COVID superpowers went away, I tasted pepperoni pizza from
Little Caesars?
Little Caesars.
like emotional moment. Of
I
you
nearly
eating
cried.
A calzone, like,
Yeah, to be honest, it was really depressing as someone who emotionally eats to not be able to taste food
Oh, it's
for like
horrible.
months. And then
Horrible.
Pinky was like, "Oh, you just like this food therapy," and he, very sweet boy, did it with me for a little bit, and it worked. And the first thing I tasted was calzone.
That's how
my
I feel about
God.
Taco Bell.
Oh,
I have a love for Taco Bell.
yeah.
Taco Bell is
Taco
great,
Bell's
but I
great.
can't have it like 2 days in a row.
Oh, I can have it every fucking meal
Yeah.
today.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will go and order 8 bean cheese burritos, so I have them
just
for
eat
2
them?
days. Yeah, I'll eat bean cheese burritos tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh no,
They'll just be slappy.
no,
Ooh, owie.
not the Taco Bell.
The Baja.
I imagine like those videos you see when people put on those glasses and they see for the first time. That's how I imagine your revelation.
Plus, it kind of was.
tasting
It
pizza.
kind of
Like
was.
falls to his knees.
Yeah.
He's like
Cries a little
sobbing.
bit, like
But
one
he's
of
got a
yours.
calzone in his hand.
Grease everywhere. To be honest, it was weird because when the little like smell therapy things you had to do, you have to something happened. I can't remember what the the sciences behind it. But your synapses get crossed in your nose to your brain, and you have to teach your brain to relearn what the scent is. So when you're eating it, you have to smell it, and then you have to think about what does like sausage taste like, and then your brain slowly goes, oh yeah, and it clicks. So it's like tuning in onto a frequency, and then it goes pizza, and I'm like, pizza.
Can you imagine if you just thought too hard about pizza while you're eating something like I guess ice cream, and you're just like, uh-oh. Your brain is just like, it's
screw your
pizza
brain
now.
up.
Sometimes it happens.
Dang it, now I have to get COVID again.
Yeah.
All right, I got to reset.
Sometimes you have to, when you see people online and they go get the burn the orange and do all that stuff for it, because you need to shock the system back.
Yeah.
Mine got shocked back by rancid crab in my fridge.
Oh, yeah.
Pinky's birthday, my dad made crab legs and we forgot. And then I was like, oh, can't smell nothing. Open the door. I got hit with it. Everything for 2 weeks smelled like rancid crab.
That's horrible.
Tacos Bell burrito,
horrible.
rancid crab.
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible.
Dangerous.
I'm telling you, I could have COVID and just not eat and lose like 50 pounds.
No.
Just a little bit
A
of
little
meth.
bit of crack.
Just a little bit of crack. Crack for like 6
Not a
months,
little
lose
bit of
40
crack.
pounds. Be
No.
good. Be
Don't
thin.
don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, that was yesterday, Maddie. We were at my parents' house, and that was the last thing I wanted to talk about. But I want to talk about this. We were sitting outside, and I thought Woody, my parents' dog, came over and like farted really big, and just
big?
because I kept smelling it. I was just like, oh! And I got up, and my aunt was there, and she was like, no, I think that's Brussels sprouts from inside. I just want to let you guys know, if you're outside and you get a whiff of Brussels sprouts coming from inside, it smells like diarrhea. It does. It smells like farts, and that's all it smells like. And that's all. I had to go inside so I could smell more of the Brussels sprouts to be like, this is Brussels sprouts. This is Brussels
You have to
sprouts. This
retrain
is
your
Brussels
brain.
sprouts.
Yeah, it's
Because once
gone.
it came out, I was like, okay, I can smell seasoning, I can smell oil, I can smell all
there
of
you
it
go.
now, and it smells like food. But like the back, like distant, just whiff of Brussels sprouts
Yeah.
cooking is fart smell.
It's bad.
I'm telling you, that was my entire life, like 2 weeks.
Rancid crab burrito?
I'd go clean like my toilet with like bleach, and I'd go, bleach, what about rancid crab instead? Because my brain would go, oh, that's bleach. Or is it?
Or is it
And
crap?
I was like, ugh.
Rancid crab. Oh my God. So we, every Sunday, in case, unless you just don't watch this podcast, because we literally talk about it every single week. Every Sunday we go over to my parents' house and we watch movies with these guys. And we watched all the Marvel movies, all the Harry Potter movies. Now we're watching all the Pixar movies in order. And we just finished WALL-E, and that movie is 10 out of 10. That movie's amazing. I had only seen it like once or twice when I was younger, and just recently watched it, and having to think about it for like a day. Oh my God, it's so good. There's so much about it, about why it's so good. They really just popped off with this era of Kickstarter. It's like what?
Kickstarter?
They really popped off with this era of Pixar. Not Kickstarter.
They kickstarted this era.
Whoa!
I don't know.
Dang, Ratatouille and
Wally and
WALL-E and Up is next. So we're all gonna cry this week.
Yay! Every Pixar movie you cry.
I did. I cried a little bit at WALL-E. I did a little bit.
Except
So
Cars.
that movie is like emotional and just really good, but at the same time, it's kind of scary. Like, it's not far off from where we're actually headed. So.
That's why it's like so good too. It's like it actually like means something. Like it has like a real message that's not just like, well, be yourself. You know, it's like it's actually like it says a lot. You know, and it's really cool.
WALL-E has the same vibe that old lady has in Mad Max Fury Road, that has the seeds and then and the bird skull. That's how you know it's a serious movie. You're like, is this WALL-E?
Yeah, oh shoot! What you just said? Something about crying.
Cars.
Cars. Oh yeah. Wait. You mean you didn't cry when Tow Mater goes and he pretends to fart, and then he looks at Lightning McQueen and he says, "My best friend," which is like the part where you're supposed to be like, "Oh," but then you realize that he's a car in the car world and car dimension, and they're cars and they're not real people. And why do they have windows?
I was more confused.
Why do
about,
they have
like
butts?
the Terminator was like 70 years old.
Why-
And Ka-Chow wasn't. That's weird.
He's like a million years old. He's like you know how long it takes a car to rust?
Yeah,
Wait,
but,
he's supposed to be like an old dude?
but they
Okay,
like
the
they-
only time I wasn't sure. Who knows? Who? That's the worst part. Who knows? When they do the flashback and Doc's like 40 years ago,
yeah. Mater's there.
Mater's there.
And he's
Yeah.
young.
And
So he's
Yeah.
and he
he's
has a
blue.
job, so he's at least 15.
Oh, that just
So he's
ruined everything.
55 years old by the time he meets.
But he's a car.
But then like the other cars are there too. Like all of the like other
That's
cars in the
true.
town.
Yeah, they're all
so
like-
it's like why
they're
aren't they
all
rusty?
So if
We're all like
Wait,
60
did
years
they just
old.
let him go? Like, what does that mean? Like, so
I think-
all the rest of the cars like really young, and Mater's like
I think
ridiculously
No, they're all
old.
there.
the rust is like they don't take care of themselves.
yeah, so if
So is he depressed? Does he need help?
that's sad.
I don't. I mean,
Maybe he just
I
doesn't
don't know.
care.
If a car does like upkeep their parts and stuff and like change out parts every once in a while, though, are they immortal?
That's what I was asking. Is like, are they immortal?
Ship
And
of
then
Theseus
also,
cars.
Yeah, are they the
the ship
same
of
car?
Theseus, what if they replace every single piece of the car?
Yeah.
Where's their soul? That was like in Wally when she replaced
That was
her.
actually
yeah.
they did answer that in Wally because
Yeah.
there's a part where she fixes Wally, and that part is so beautiful, and like he doesn't remember, and there's no dialogue. I love that. It's just visual storytelling. It's so good. No, the part that made me cry was when she goes up to the captain and shows him the plant, and then she rewatches all the memories, and she sees that he took care of her the whole time, and I was like,
That was,
yeah,
that was really
it
good.
was a real good movie.
Pixar make you feel bad for a robot.
Yeah.
I want to know what the reasoning is behind when it shows all of the captains on the wall, the ones all the way on the left.
You kept saying this
Yeah.
when you were watching the movie.
It's blowing
We were
my
all
mind.
like entranced in a wall, and you're like, why are they like slowly turn from human to animated? And I was
So,
like, I don't know.
There's like a real picture of an actual human being, and then they slowly get more animated to the right. Is it
Yeah.
like their life's getting more fake or something?
What if
Like,
they no? What if they just looked in?
Or like
More
the,
artificial.
Yeah.
the
Whoa.
announcements are all like just actual people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's
Yes.
weird. I don't know what that's
I think it's a way just to make it feel a little bit more like realistic in the sense of like this could be a real sort of situation, at least in the beginning, because you don't ever see you see a human in the beginning, but it's only on the ads. It's real people, and then you see robots. So it almost makes you think that all the people were actually like real, and so I don't know. It just feels a little more immersive because I think it's trying to send the message. It's trying to say a message,
Yeah.
you know, and it's not going to get through that message as well if it's like the cartoon people are walking around. It's like, oh, this is clearly fake. But when it's real people, it's like, oh, this is.
I wonder if it's
some
because they couldn't find that many fat people.
people. That's that's it. That's exactly it.
I love that little roach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is kind of weird. You look in the middle, and it's like this uncanny valley of like animated fat person
Yeah.
and real person. You're like, whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa.
Wait,
What
it like shifts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It
there's
shows
I thought that
six
just
pictures
stopped
on the
being.
wall.
There's
No.
6 pictures of the previous captains of the Axiom, and because they've been on that ship for 700 years,
Yeah.
so every like 50 or so years there's a captain, and
there's,
so
like,
the first one,
Animorph style,
yeah,
like-
it's like human, kind of animated, fat, and then animated guy, and it's
Yeah.
like whoa.
Yeah, it's
That's
so weird.
bizarre.
And I saw that, and I'm like, there's got to be some like knowing Pixar. There's some message behind that we just don't get. So.
Yeah.
No idea, but it that movie's.
I also haven't seen Wally in like a since it probably came.
Are you kidding
gotta
me,
watch
dude?
it.
Same thing with Cars. I was like, I don't think I've seen Cars like
You don't need
since
to
a
watch
year or
that
two
movie.
after. We did, unfortunately. That's
Yeah,
why I was like,
because
I was,
of me, yeah. You should watch Wally. You
I would
you
the
would
gang
love it.
together and we'll watch Wally or something.
You would love it so much. There was a point where we were watching it in the middle of when Eve and Wally are like talking, and I was like, "This is just Sarabella and Huck." What has been? I wanted to ask everybody, as at this point in time, what has been your favorite Pixar movie so far?
Oh,
Because we keep talking about it and going back and forth, and I want to figure out what it is by the end. But Wall-E, I think, is like a close second or third for me. But I think my favorite is still The Incredibles.
So just out of the ones we've watched from,
Yeah, just from the beginning to right now.
How many is that?
It's
6?
Spencer.
7?
Get the list.
I am.
Oh, you have a list. That's cool.
So far, we have watched 9.
Wow.
What are
9
they?
movies already?
They are Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Cars, Ratatouille, and Wall-E.
Oh boy, I was not. I thought I would like Monsters Inc. more, and I kind of didn't. It was okay. Like when we finished watching that movie, I was like, yeah, that was good. But it hasn't like been like my favorite one. Like
Yeah.
I think Bugs Life and Monsters Inc. are kind of towards the bottom for me.
Yeah.
so those two movies, I really like those movies, but it's nostalgia factor. The movies themselves, I agree, they're kind of like but
I would say I'm most nostalgic for Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, with those two movies, we had those on VHS growing up, and those were like the only movies we had, so I had
Oh.
to watch those over and
Yeah,
over
yeah,
again. So it's like, yeah, I like them now. But
Oh gosh, it's really a tie between Finding Nemo and Toy Story 2. Because I really I can't tell if I like Toy Story 2 more just because it's so nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
But Finding Nemo is so good.
That movie is also like art. Like that movie is just so
Yeah.
beautiful, and it has such like a I don't know, everything about that movie is really good.
And I've seen that movie 1,000 times because our little brother used to watch it all the time in the car. But I've seen that movie so many times, and I never paid attention to one of the very end scenes
Yes.
where he just saw that like Nemo died, and Marlin and Dory are back in the ocean, and he just wants her to go away, and she says, "When I'm with you, I don't want to forget."
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
goes, "Well, maybe I do."
Yeah.
And I never got that line. And when
Yeah.
I heard that, I was like, "Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, Pixar!"
Yeah.
Ah.
It's because like he went all like it's one of the rare moments that like in a movie like that where like he like accepts defeat, and you never see that side because he's like, what would happen if
Yeah.
like he failed, you
Yeah.
know, and you kind of see that because he thinks he's dead, and
Yep,
she
he's so
is
dead.
like, I can't be with, I won't remember anything, and I want to be this with you, and what a cool way to set that up for
I
him to
know.
just say like, I only want to forget this,
Yeah.
like that is so deep and so cool, like, oh god,
That was a
that's
really
great.
good part. Yeah.
There are 16 Cars shorts.
We're not watching those. My parents have been wanting to watch all of the shorts in between all of the movies, and like it's fine when there's like 2, but last time there were like 4 Cars shorts, and we're like, we're skipping these. I'm not
They were-
watching goddamn Cars again.
They were all just Tow Mater dressed up as
Yes,
different
most of
things.
them are. One of them is
Tow
here, let me- Time Travel Mater. It's in black and white.
Why?
Time travel mater.
Air
Space.
Mater.
It's like Air Bud and all
Private
those movies.
Mater.
Mater.
Private Eye.
What the heck?
Heavy Metal Mater.
Heavy metal.
That's not real. That's not real.
No.
Moon Mater.
Craig, you want to watch Heavy Metal Mater?
Mater the Greater.
Mater the Greater.
Tokyo Mater.
Oh, okay, though. Tokyo Drift's good. Okay,
Anime-
wait. No, I'm so
Anime
glad this
Mater.
guy got shoehorned in. Tokyo Drift and Cars are the exact same story.
Oh
What?
my god.
Verbatim.
Really?
The guy goes to Tokyo. He's like this other streetcar. He gets in a car, wrecks it, has to pay back a debt, and all the other people are either disguised racers that either don't look like Doc, or they're all very similar to the entire cast. They both came out in the same year,
What?
like 2 months apart.
What?
Is that why
I'll
in the
have to go
second
back
one
and
they
watch
go?
it.
In the second one they go to Tokyo, right?
We have to watch Tokyo
A
Drift
little
now.
size.
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift's my
I'd
favorite.
probably
my favorite
like
one.
Tokyo Drift. I'd like Cars if it was about people.
I don't know if it's very good. I mean, it's probably better than Cars. But I don't know if it is Tokyo Drift. It is early 2000s written all over it.
Yeah.
It's so funny too because you have all these amazing Pixar movies with like Thomas Newman, and then you have Life is a Highway
Yeah.
with cars.
With the
Ka-chow.
And the part where he checks out her car,
Her car
butt.
butt?
Yeah,
Her tramp
she
stamp?
did
Tramp
tramp
stamp.
stamp.
Look,
She does.
I
How
couldn't
do
believe
cars
that.
have
Yeah.
tramps?
I couldn't even believe that. I was like, oh my god.
What
What
does
is
that
this
mean?
movie?
What does that mean?
I didn't realize that those other cars were flashing him until you guys said it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
What is? Yeah. What is?
Why
What
was
is the
there so
purpose
many
of that?
weird jokes in that
Boobs?
movie?
Do cars have boobs?
I didn't like they kept switching back to that fat RV car one at the end of the scene.
Yeah.
See, I hated that guy.
Oh, yeah.
It looked weird. You reminded me of the little blanket from what's it called? The little toaster. You ever seen the little toaster?
Toaster. Yeah.
God, that movie gave me nightmares. The
Yeah.
big little toaster. I still can't vacuum the same way because
Yeah.
I think about that vacuum stuck in his own cord and committing suicide. So I'm like, don't have it touch the cord. It'll ruin my vacuum.
I know a lot about it, but I never watched that as a kid. Brave Little Toaster.
It probably, it's probably a fever dream.
Yeah.
To be honest, I bet if I
It's
watch
weird.
it again, I have it on DVD. Lacey got it for some reason. I've never taken out the wrapper because I'm like, maybe it's good to have rose-colored glasses on that one.
Lightning McQueen just wants to get in that cussy.
Cussy?
The cussy. That's what.
The car.
That's
The car-
a meme.
the
Everybody
car
wants them to
ussy.
confirm the cussy.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Well, there's that bit where Doc is looking under the other cars.
I love how confident that cop was. Yeah, he's like, get a good look.
Yeah. Like
Keep on looking.
Wait,
Well, there's
what?
nothing to show. It's
It's
just
the-
his underbelly.
there's a bit where like I don't know even why he goes into like Doc's like hospital.
He's just blasting ass. He's farting.
Oh, baby.
He goes into like Doc's like hospital
Yeah.
and the cop car is raised up and
Yeah,
he
like a
makes like a
prostate
joke
exam.
about like Lightning McQueen looking at his butt or
Yeah.
or like underneath him.
So are
So
there butts underneath them?
but
Where's the
Why are they
butt?
embarrassed about him,
is
too?
the trunk their butt?
Yeah, they don't
Like-
poop out of them, so why was it a big
But
deal?
they do kind of fart, though.
How?
And they are sexually attracted to the butts of the cars.
I still like the theory that the car metal is just an exoskeleton and there's actually a fleshy inside.
There's
There
like a
has to
creature in
be.
the center.
They have
What if they have
tongues.
eyes?
I hate that.
yeah,
They
what
do
do
have
they
eyes.
have?
And tongues.
Yeah, and tongues.
What do they eat?
And like it's
the
not
gas.
like, oh yeah, ooh, there's a tongue in there, kind of like. No, it's a major part of the first part of the movie.
Yes.
He wins the race because of his car tongue.
Yeah.
But the
Why does anybody let this movie get off the hook? Why does everybody like, no, it's good, I swear. It's fucking
I can
disgusting.
only assume because it's people like me that just haven't seen it in 10 years and go back and go, this
Yeah.
is really strange.
There were a bunch of people.
Before you comment that you like cars, go watch it.
Go
again.
watch it again.
Yeah.
And think about your life a little.
I don't know if
while
it's
you
terribly,
watch
I don't know if
it.
it's terribly bad, but it is bizarre.
It's weird.
That's the thing. It's not a bad movie. It's just very strange, and I don't like it.
Why didn't they just make race cars and have people drive them? And made the movie about
I
that.
don't know.
Also, why aren't all the race cars NASCARs? Why is one like a derby car and another one's like a weird like luxury sports car?
Why does the green car kind of say that word a little bit? he gets awfully close. I just want to say,
I don't
With the
like
green car?
yeah, the one with the mustache.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want some more mac and cheese?
No.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
why don't you get
Let's
hand
get
it over?
one. I
Hand
can
over the
still
mac and
taste
cheese.
it.
I don't have it. Oh, I do have it.
No.
I say we mix it all together now and make Jacob eat some.
Oh.
No.
That would,
That's
that one and the honey one and the pizza one. Just those.
I'm being threatened. That's the
Yeah.
end of the podcast.